Okay, so we open Cricut Design Space. There should already be logged in, so you don't need to sign out of Cricut Design Space. We're just going to keep it with the same login for all of the computers. We're going to go with New Project, and it will open up a new screen that will then show me where I can upload my SVG file. We're just going to take a sample one that has already been done, so I'm going to go ahead and select Symphony, and you'll see the green selection, and I'm going to add to Canvas. When I've added to Canvas, it looks like, oh my goodness, it's black, but I'm going to go ahead and change it. It's acting as though I want to make it with a black mat, but I'm just going to put it as white, and I'm going to send this one. I'm actually going to, ungroup everything first. And I'm going to send this big one to the back so that I can see all of my things. So you can see on this panel here that these are all the things that it wants to cut, which hopefully that cut line will work. So I'm going to Control A or select it all. And now you'll see that this is all selected. And I'm going to attach them all together. By attaching them all together, they're going to stay in its location. Now, this is a little bit bigger than I want to print it out for, so I'm going to actually make sure that that's locked. So that's unlocked. I'm going to lock it, and I'm going to probably just make it about half its size. So let's make it about 4 inches wide. When I'm ready for that, then I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Cricut. So I'm going to click the one that I have, and the one I'm attached to right now is the Maker. The ones in the library are Maker 3s, and some of the ones we have in the lab are Explorer Air 2, so you might choose Explorer family for the Explorer Air 2. So I'm going to go ahead and click the power button on my Cricut. I'm going to click Make It. And when I go to make it, I can see that it needs to be arranged on the upper left-hand corner of my Cricut mat, and I don't need to mirror it because I'm not using heat transfer vinyl yet. So I'm going to click Continue, and then it's going to make sure that it reads the machine, and from the machine I get to set my base material. And for the sample, we're just going to use construction paper, or we could probably just use an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So if we use construction paper, we can find, so copy paper is regular paper if you want to use it. And we can look in here and we can go to construction paper, which is a little bit harder to take off of our mats, but we'll go ahead and do that. Whoops, typo. And they found construction paper. So I'm going to start, because I do use the construction paper. It's easy to cut to a 12 by 12, but if your design isn't that big, you really don't need to use construction paper. Then it tells me that I need to make sure that the fine point blade is in, and most of the time that's the one that's on it to start. Then on the actual Cricut, you're going to see that there is a blinking double-headed arrow, and I'm going to go ahead and push that button once my mat is ready to be loaded. So I have the paper on the mat, and then I'm going to load it. And then there's going to be, when that's ready, the go button is this little Cricut symbol, and I click that on my machine, and it's going to go ahead and print out the design, or cut out the design in this case. And this is just for us to kind of prototype and see if it's going to cut right, so that we don't waste our heat transfer vinyl. It's easy what it's.